My man Riyadh, what's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, Dr. Elijah? Thank you
Hey
for
man.
having me. Let's cook, man.
Hey man. This is one of them ones I was waiting to get to, and building something like this and this type of messaging. I definitely understand the effect and the gravitas that your famous people have, your popular people have, and I'm with it. But one of my main goals, and you'll hear it on other podcasts. One of my main goals was not just to talk to those people, but to talk to the best people. Like the people that might be sitting right up under your nose, you don't even know they're there. Like you don't even know they cooking. Like there are things happening in and around your life, and it's because of those people, and you don't even know they exist. So the goal to talk to dreamers, believers, creatives, entrepreneurs, like actual trailblazers and go-getters, like knowing who you are, your body of work, and still learning more about you. I was like, we got to get in front of this guy. Like, we got to talk to this guy. So I'm excited that we're here, man. We got some awesome questions lined up. We're going to make sure we introduce you properly. Before we jump in, is there anything you would like to say? Any way you want to say hello to the people listening, people watching, anything you want to say before we jump in?
Yeah, I would just say, man, just get excited about hearing a new perspective, new
Yeah.
outlooks, and just a different viewpoint and vantage point on life. And so, I think this conversation is going to be really interesting and introspective.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to be a part, man. So let's get to it.
Man, Riyadh, talk your talk. For you guys that don't know, if you're listening, if you're watching, RIYAHD Jones, man, currently training people on how to earn high commissions daily by selling low ticket legal services. Now, I I don't ever think I actually read the line more than I read between the lines.
Mhm.
I I I know somebody who's really doing it when I hear it. Like when I see
Yeah.
them when they're doing their thing, when they're cooking, when they're moving. Sometimes you hear people, but then sometimes you can feel people. And it's
Mhm.
like, no, you really move like this. Like you really move in real life, whether the camera was on or you were behind closed doors. Like, wait a minute, this is who you actually are.
Yeah.
I take that pivot, I take that opportunity and that statement to pivot and ask you our first question.
Mhm.
What are you building right now? And why does it matter to you personally?
Man, it's so hard for me to answer that question without first talking about the first thing that you said because I think it's so important.
Yeah.
Be- What that is, man, that's integrity. And
Mm, okay.
I feel that it's so important and paramount that people move as people of integrity at the end of the day because your integrity is so important to the foundation and the fabric of
Yeah.
everything you're going to build upon.
Yeah.
So me and you, we're just really meeting over the past like few weeks.
Yeah.
In this few week time period, you have already identified that I'm somebody that's a person of integrity. And I
Yes.
think that is important for everybody to take away because that's the foundation of everything that you're going to build upon. And so being a person of integrity means being somebody that's whole and
Mm,
complete.
healthy.
Whether the cameras are there or the lights are on, you're the same person.
Yeah.
And you gotta compromise that integrity for temporary things, whether it be money or whatever the case may be.
Mm,
Yeah, the integrity should never be compromised. And so I thank you for that segue into our conversation.
yeah.
Now, what was the actual question that you
No,
asked?
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. No, and I don't mind taking time on that. Like I don't
Yeah,
mind taking time on that and unpacking that because
yeah,
because it's necessary, especially in a world of where we have more, bro, we have more information and knowledge at our fingertips than ever before. And in this world, it is anybody can be anything.
yeah, for sure.
Like anybody can be anything, they can say anything. And it's like the reason I made the statement I made is because of everything we were talking about, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, business owner, business, all the things, right? I don't mind being sold. Like
Hmm.
I don't mind being sold. Like actually, when I walk into a business or an establishment or something like that, and you don't greet me and you don't sell me on who you are and the vision and the vibes and all that,
Yeah,
I'm out of here. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take my money somewhere else. So I don't mind being sold when there is integrity and authenticity
Yeah,
and healthy pride, and
absolutely.
the volleying of information that you and I were throwing back and forth. And one of the things that you were selling me on, you did you didn't have to sell me on your integrity. I just saw it. Like I just felt it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you go into a place, you're like, man, I don't feel safe here. Let's get out of here. Like
Hmm.
you have that intuition, and just being in the atmosphere and in the same proximity. I'm like, yeah, yep, yep, I can feel it. Cool. Yeah. Hey, it's a yes for me. Well, you wouldn't even got to finish the thing. It's a yes for me. So that's that. And giving that its proper light and proper time, I think is healthy. I think is vital. So
Mhm.
the first question, I love it already. What are you building right now, and
Yeah.
why does it matter to you personally?
Yeah, man. I think it matters to me personally because what I'm building now is something similar to what I built before that I took a long break from, which is being in the space of leadership development, helping
Yes.
people in the space of network marketing.
Okay.
And I built a very large team in a previous build, close to 5,000 people,
Come on.
in different countries and stuff like that. And we
Come on.
did extremely well. We had helped a lot of people do extremely well.
Yeah.
But uh, when that started to unravel, for lack
Hmm.
of better terms, um, I got out of the space. I didn't see anything that was kind of worth my attention. I didn't want to put my name on anything that I didn't really believe in. And so I
Yes.
just kind of faded out to the black. And it took me 4 years
Mm.
processing. It took me 4 years of becoming more whole, becoming more
Yeah.
becoming more refined, becoming more in tune and confident in my own gifts and abilities, to now God has allowed me to come back into the space a different person than I was
Yeah.
before. And to now be building with people again, that's what gets me excited. And yeah, so essentially we're teaching people how to thrive in low ticket sales and
Yeah.
do really well in that space. But for me, it's just a platform for people to learn how to believe. That's what it most.
Mm. You said something, and I don't mean for this to keep coming back up, but it does. I working in the field of psychology, like people are my business. Like that's my business, people. And I remember being in different industries to where I would perform well, like exceptionally well, like leaps and bounds, like, and it was like effortless.
Mhm.
And what happened was I was exposed, um, and they were like, "Hey, can you teach this? Like, what are you doing? What are you saying? What's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could teach this." And
Yeah.
I found out I couldn't teach it.
Mm.
Like I found out what it was like, tangible products, services, this,
Mhm.
that, and the third, whatever industry I would go into. And I found out that I couldn't teach my genuine love for people.
Mm.
So
Mm.
people were, yeah, I'll take the product, I'll take this, but bro, I like you. Like
Right.
I
Mhm.
like you. And and hearing, I don't hear people, I listen to them, but with this little mental health ear, I listen differently. And bro, people be lying, I'll be like, like it just, I'm like, yeah, whatever you say, like I'm cool with it. Like so, um um so you said something, and what we say is not always what we communicate.
Mhm.
They're two different words for a reason, and they have two different definitions for a reason. What we say is a word, and it has a definition. Communication is a word, and it has a definition. What we say
Mhm.
is not always what we communicate.
Mm.
You
Mm.
said, and I didn't see anything that I connected with or that resonated with me, and I took 4 years off,
Mhm.
and I bettered myself. Why do I attach this back to integrity when it comes to RIYAHD Jones? Is because if it wasn't integral, you would just be looking for the next thing right
Mm.
away, immediately. What next can I do? What next can I push? What next can I sell? Versus, do I enjoy a good lifestyle? Do I enjoy making money? Do I enjoy helping other people, making believers and making leaders? Yes, but
Mhm.
not at the expense of my integrity.
Mhm.
Man, that's
Perfect.
rich. That's
Yeah.
rich.
bro. Because
That's
you've been in the space before, so you've seen people do that. You've seen people like just move around for the position or the power leg or to be in on the ground floor of the launch.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the worst place you can be, the ground
Are
floor of
you
the.
sure? Yeah.
So yeah, and so for me, it was important to not do that because
Mm,
again, your integrity, man, it takes years to build that,
yeah.
but it just takes a few just instances or windows
Talking
and
about it, bro.
consistently compromise it for temporary things that are fleeting that won't last. It's only so long you got before people just be like, I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah.
In terms of leadership, if they can't trust you, they won't follow you.
Mm.
And so that was important for me.
Y- y- n- This is how I always know it's a good session, a good interview, a good podcast is when questions come up that are not even on the list.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what you discovered about Riyadh in those 4 years? What
Yeah.
what 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 was there? What was in that space? What was in that time? What did you discover?
Yeah, man. So the biggest thing is I learned how to trust God on new levels.
Come on,
That was the
let's strap
biggest.
in. Let's strap in. Let's go.
Yeah, man, that was the biggest thing that I learned there because my brother, I did not mean to get emotional. You know what's interesting? Moses.
Talk to me.
Moses was born Hebrew, but lived his life as an Egyptian.
Mm,
He learned how to be a somebody because he had to be. He was like he was the grandson of Pharaoh, the
yeah.
most person in the world, but that wasn't his true identity.
Mm,
He was a Hebrew, but grew up in the place of Egyptians
yeah.
and to learn how to become somebody, right? But then after years of growing up in this strange land, he has to go into the wilderness and now he has to learn how to be a nobody.
Shut up, Riyadh.
He had to learn how to be a nobody. And so for me, I had to learn that.
Mm,
And I had to learn how to trust God there when I wasn't. I've been significant my whole entire life. I was an athlete.
mm,
I was the number 6 cornerback in America coming out of junior college. Scholarships play at the University of Tennessee. I stopped doing that and go do network marketing and excel.
yeah.
And so for that period of time, I was like Moses, learning how to be a nobody in the wilderness. And then God commissioned me and said, go be a somebody again. And that's how we got here, my brother. So there was a
That's
lot of things that I learned in that. But that would be the biggest, obviously the most impactful because it's the raw emotion of it.
yeah.
But I had to learn how to trust God on these levels of not having what I had before, not being in the place, not being on the platform, not being on the stages, and having to learn how to trust Him. And
Mm, mm. Can I first of all thank you. This is why we we do what we do. It makes me think that sometimes we have to be stripped down of everything we built ourselves up in, everything that we thought we were, everything that we thought we are, or thought we were supposed to be. And we're like, I am this because of this, versus, no, you are because I am. Let me chill. Let me get off of that. And seem like or feel like you're a nobody, but really being introduced to this new body. It's rich, man. It's rich. And I don't know if you've seen other episodes or somebody gave you my questions, but somehow you know something. We talk about that later. This unpacks it, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in or about that 4 years. What decisions or shifts had the biggest impact on getting you to where you are today?
Hmm. The biggest decisions or shifts that made the biggest impacts. Um, I think there were a few along the way that were pivotal just to, I mean, down to the woman that I married.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like down to my wife, like that's a key one, down to my relationship with Christ,
Talk about it.
right? And then we also take into account like business, like just business decisions, like being willing to pivot and quit certain things that are not working in a period of time where you don't get your identity wrapped around the thing where you can't quit, where
Yeah.
you stuck doing something repetitive that's not working,
Yeah.
right? And so there's been a few things, but the biggest, man, would have to be my relationship with Christ
Okay.
and that I married. Those would be
Yeah.
the biggest things that made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And just
It,
my
it
background, like an athlete and all that kind of stuff as well. But in real time, um, those for sure.
is in short, is there any, you know, hey, one of the number one things that I noticed and felt with my relationship with Christ, boom. One of the number one things I noticed and felt with my wife was boom. Like you say it shifted, you say it changed and opened up. Any quick thing you can point to? What was there, a difference, a comparison, a contract? What was that for you?
Yeah, I think with the going to my relationship with Christ would be just I knew who I was. And so with my identity came authority.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm willing, I'm able and willing to act with the belief of my identity, knowing who I am. And so I move different. The confidence is there. Just I don't approach things with a level of pride. I approach them with a level of humility in the position of a student, knowing that I can learn and grow in any area, but also knowing that, man, if God led me to this thing, then he's going to lead me through this thing as well. And so that authority and conviction and confidence that comes from a relationship where
Yeah.
I lost my identity. And so I don't move like everybody else moves. And so I can say I can teach on something that I'm doing, but it
Yeah.
don't hit the same way for another person because they don't have the level of conviction and the foundation and the aura and the and all the stuff that God is doing, the favor to make it all flow.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to identify other things that are just not that because that is the like everything comes from that.
Yeah.
I'm so confident in that, and I don't mind being openly and expressing that because that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Everything is just a byproduct of that. It's just fruit of the relationship. And so the biggest shift for me and that also came through my wife. My wife and I
Mhm.
got baptized together in 2018.
Come on.
So it's in 2019 where I'm now beginning to incorporate the word of God into my trainings and my teachings and all this stuff. I'm like a new person, if you
Yeah.
will. I perspective and I don't look at just business the same way that somebody else does. I see every
Hmm.
of the Bible.
Hmm.
The way I'm able to do that is through my relationship. So I get the right interpretations. I
Yeah.
get the sense. I get that. You know what I mean? And so bro, everything that's kind of helped me grow and get to this place in business where you see me as a person that you see me as,
Yeah.
that back to the foundation of my relationship, which is the biggest shift that I made to get me to where I am, because that shift happened in 2018. And now here we are in 2026. And
Look at you.
yeah, man, it's still working. The favor is still working. The grace is still working.
Yeah.
I've never been like a super religious person. I just recognize the relationship.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, and I resonate with that. With you speaking about your journey, you speaking about your work, you know, and the transitions that you've had. If anything, I don't want you to, you know, I don't want to put words in your mouth. So,
Mhm.
you know, I want to ask this question a little more broad.
Yeah.
If anything, is there any what might people misunderstand about your journey or the work that you do?
Um, I'm not sure. I've never thought about what I think people would misunderstand or looked at it from that lens.
Hmm.
I know because I can't really control that. What I can control though is
Hey man, chill out. Hey, chill out, bro.
yeah, I can't, because think about it. What if you knew exactly what people really thought about you? You know what I mean? Like, what if you could know that? Like, what if you really knew what people thought about Elijah Frazier? Right. And so I can't control that. What I can control is the content and the real, version of who I am. I can put that out there and
I can control that part.
people can do what they do with that. You know what I'm saying? So whether you misunderstand it, I don't know. I can't even I can't make you understand it. Maybe it's not meant for you to understand. Those that have ears to hear, let them hear. Those that have eyes to see, let them see. And so maybe it's just not meant for you to understand. Maybe my anointing was not assigned to you as I'm sorry I had to go there, but so I don't
Be
know.
be be who you're for. Be who
Yeah.
you're for. Like what might people misunderstand? Well, I can't control that. So I don't. All right, bet, bet. It's cool. Nah, that's how you want to answer the question. Do what you want to do. Hey, this ain't about me. It's about you. Let me just stick to asking the questions. Then let me just keep that part. This guy. Hey, let me just put in notes. We're not. Hey, we're not airing this episode. What you not about to do on my podcast? Nah, we ain't. Nah, I wanted. I wanted an answer, but, bro. It's so rich and it's so healthy because this is what I know and this is what I wish people could escape.
Mhm.
Every decision we make for a lot of people. Let me speak exact. Let me not do that.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, who we date, who we marry, what we believe in, what we dress, what we wear, where we go, anything we pursue, dream, believe, anything, right? No matter how small the percentage in the equation, there's a percentage of consideration of what other people think.
Mhm.
I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be any percentage of consideration of what other people might think, do, or say when you're doing you in any shape, form, or fashion of your life.
Real.
And people carry that. You really chose that school because you wanted to go there. You
Mhm.
really worked that job. You really married that person. You really believe this. You really there
Yeah.
is a lot of because if I do, I'll be accepted or I'll gain brownie point, this and that. And now you got this civil war going on in your life.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because there's a difference between being successful and winning.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being successful and winning. And I know you're hip to Miles Monroe, and
Yep.
he said many people are winning races they weren't even called to run.
Hmm.
Being successful in lanes that aren't even don't even got your name on it.
Hmm. Yep.
And you're successful, but are you winning? Like, you did this thing impressing these people.
And what ended up happening is, not to cut you off, but
No, come on.
I love to pick up there. What ended up happening is they end up carrying weight they weren't meant to carry. Isn't that so interesting? Like, and they wonder like why they have to keep working the business so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Maybe because there's no grace on that.
Yeah.
But you don't think about that stuff if there's no relationship. You feel what I'm, that's why I go back to the relationship. That's why I have to take it back there, like, because that statement won't make any sense to anybody. They
It
think they're
won't.
supposed to work and supposed to grind, it's supposed to be 24/7, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no. When God gives it, he adds no toil with it. That's what it says in Proverbs. So
Talk about it.
there's favor in your lane, man. And so I think it's so important that people don't, you know, climb the ladder up to success and find out, oh, snap, I'm on the wrong wall. Or
Yeah.
in the race, running the race, like, dang, it's not even my race. I'm running 100. I should be in the 800.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, I won, but man, like, dang, like this ain't even what I'm supposed to be doing. And so, but people don't realize this stuff, man, when they're always working, they don't have time to sit back, process, and reflect. They don't
Chill.
think because they're
Chill.
consumed with the endless thought of the next thing, right? And so when somebody's always busy, they have no time to just sit and reflect and meditate and think about, man, what am I supposed to be doing? Or where do I go from here? How do I, or who, better question, who must I become?
Yeah.
Who should I be becoming in spite of whatever I'm going through?
Yeah.
Who should I be becoming? Who should I be becoming in spite of all the chaos that could be happening around me? Who should I be becoming? All right, who should I be connecting to that can help me in my pursuit so I don't have to go at it alone? Who can I add to my organization, to my team, so I have
Yeah.
left now? All
Yeah.
right. And so, but people can't do that when they're in the endless hustle and bustle of the next thing and they have worry consuming their mind and
Mm.
they can't create.
Yeah.
And so,
You here you go doing what you do. Um just wait till I cut this recording off. I got some words. I got some words for you. Carrying weight that they weren't meant to carry.
yeah.
That's what you said.
Hmm.
And as soon as you said that, this is going to be so good. Imagine being stronger than you had to be. Imagine, because a lot of times we will pat ourselves on the back and we will celebrate ourselves like, look at what I made it through. Look at what I did. This and that, XYZ,
You didn't
all
have to
that
do
type of
that.
stuff. Imagine being stronger than you ever had to be.
Yeah.
Like, because you're carrying something that you were never meant to carry. Like, imagine carrying weight that's not for you.
Hmm.
And you're getting stronger than you ever had to be. And the psyche is so mixed up.
Hmm.
And you're like, yeah, but look at how strong I am. Hey, real quick, you were never meant to be that strong because you never had to be.
And you know what happens? What that equals? It equals burnouts. And they burn out way faster than they were meant to, or they
Yeah.
crash out way faster
And
than they
never reach the finish line.
they lash out on their family way faster because they're so
Yep. Yep. Yep.
they're carrying all this weight. And so
Yep.
when the little 3-year-old daughter say something,
Bang. And it's like, whoa, all that was for me? Like, nah, really, I just been carrying some weight. That wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I know, I don't know who you know, but I'm gonna have to talk to him. Like, you, the way you in my questions right now. Who did you have to become for your goals, ideas, and visions to actually work?
Yeah, I think man, it just took me evolving from just a place of like I grew up. So I've always tell people that personal evolution is the master key to success.
Personal evolution is the master key to success. Okay.
Personal evolution. So whether things are evolving around you or not, that doesn't
Mm,
it personal evolution
yeah.
is the master key. It unlocks all doors because your perspective about the doors are all different. right? And so how you look at things are different. And
Yeah.
so it took me becoming a person that thinks that way over
Hmm.
time of being an athlete and now going into the space of network marketing and then
Yep.
realize that it's not about network marketing, it's really about leadership development. So if you
Come
can
on.
focus on being a leader yourself and developing leaders, then you will always have success.
Gonna be
But to
good to
be
go.
a leader, if they can't trust you, if you're not a person of integrity, if you're not a person that has grown and developed and also have a level of skill, they won't
Hmm.
follow you for long. And so it took me coming to that realization over time by staying in the thing, keep
Yeah.
staying in the mix, always growing. Like goals don't ensure success. It's growth that ensures success. Growth ensures that you have success because if you're always growing, it's gonna come to you. It has no
Yeah.
choice to come
Yeah.
to you. It has no choice. But
Yeah.
what happens to people is they just stop growing and they allow life and all of the facts of life to just
Hmm.
truth of what really is.
Yeah.
And so for me, man, it's just been this endless pursuit of becoming the person that we now sit across today to be like, man, that person is a kid of integrity. That person, man, he understands it. That person, boom, he gets it. That person, he says it, it connects. Like it took years of always growing, reading the books, man, going to the events, paying for seminars,
Yeah.
relationship against the foundation. Because when I start going to these seminars like Bob Proctor, I'm like, man, all this stuff really in the Bible. It's just connecting. I can connect it all to the whole thing. I can connect it now. Like
Hmm.
me. And so, but yeah, so literally it's just growing in all areas. It just wasn't one area of growth. It's just consistently growing in all areas. So you're a whole person, a person of integrity. That's what integrity
Yeah.
means, to be whole. And so, just um, never allowing life to make me stop growing.
Hmm.
That's been the biggest thing because life hasn't always like for the 4 years, man, that wasn't 4 years of being rich. That
Yeah.
was 4 years of being in the valley. That was 4 years of like, you know what I mean? Like trusting God on this level to provide for us
Yeah.
because He's already shown us what was possible. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to discount you and ever disbelieve that that can't be my portion again. But while
Mm.
I need you to do like you did with Elijah and send food from a bird. I need you to send water from a brook. I need you to
Hook
provide
me up.
till I can like until you show me what I'm supposed to be doing. That is going to be the thing where the glory comes, man, at the end of the day,
Mm.
because I know that some things, man, if you just can't force certain things, it just doesn't work. And God, I've done businesses in this mean. I wasn't just struggling. I don't get
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the woes of being an entrepreneur and trying to figure things out. You feel what I mean? You feel what I
Hmm.
mean? So learning how to trust him there after I had already, been to the mountaintop, if you will, for
Yeah.
what I assumed to be the mountaintop at that particular time, the income that I was earning at that age. And so, yeah.
Last question, favorite question. Curated by yours truly. Um, no, I'm not going to give away the thing, but we're going to ask the question. Last question, favorite question. You have the attention of the entire world for 60 seconds. Every eye can see you, every ear can hear you, and every language can understand you. You have the attention of the entire world for 60 seconds. What would you tell them?
If I had the entire world's attention for 60 seconds, I would tell them that their mistakes are not who they are, and they never want to be victims of their past. Because the reality of the matter is, most people have become victims of their past, and most people
Mm,
back at their past to determine what they can do in their future.
yeah,
And I would have done that, man. There were so many instances in my life where I shouldn't be where I'm at today. I could have allowed situations and people's perspectives and people's thoughts about me or whatever from mistakes that I made to
yeah,
cripple me and keep me, or I could allow their opinions to stop me from moving because I have their those voices of dominions in my mind
yeah,
monsters in my mind to stop me from doing. And so
Hmm.
if I had the entire world's attention, I would tell them that don't use their past as a crutch, but use their past as a tool because there's something that you can learn from every experience that you've been through
Yeah.
because it's not wasted experience. And so I think
I,
that's what we'll drop on it for 60 seconds.
yeah. 60 seconds with time to spare. And my hope is that people didn't just hear you, but they listened to you.
Mhm.
Before we get out of here, I don't word it as support. It's not a support thing. The way I ask it is, how can we, the viewers, the listeners, how can we connect with you to make our lives better? Is there a book? Is there a course? Is there a program? Is there a team? Is there a website, social media, whatever? Not how do we support you? How do we connect with you to make our lives better?
Yeah, I would say the best way to do that is by following me on Instagram, and all the updates will be coming out there on my page, RIYAHD Jones. I'm sure you have it pinned or something somewhere
Yep.
where you
Yep.
see it. But yeah, follow me there, and then everything in concern of the business that we're running and all of that is all gonna be there in the link in my bio.
Yeah. RIYAHD Jones, man, this space and this time has been a gift. I won't add anything to it. It's been a gift. It's been a pleasure. Been a treasure. It is that breath of fresh air, that page in a book that you're excited that you came across, that information that you never knew. You're glad that is in your mind now. Not just from for the listeners or the viewers, from me. Thank you for this gift today.
Thank you, man. It was a gift for me as well, bro. Like I don't think I cried in a minute, man. So
And we hear natural, healthy emotions are allowed, and
yeah,
I think the next one, because you got to come back. You don't have a choice. So
of course, man.
I think the next one should be in person.
For sure, no doubt, without a doubt.